Yokoso, Japanese Quest to it. Welcome to Japanese Quest. It has been 1 year since we started Japanese Quest. January 8th, 2018, now it's 2019. January 8th. Today the journey continues, as you can see from our map. We are on a journey through video game Japan. I'm a Japanese teacher. There's a cat along too, and other people learning and teaching Japanese. We started with Xenoblade Chronicles, went through some other games you can see. We'll find some other games this year, some new games. But today we are back to where we started, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. We'll be in the, we'll see here. We are in the event theater, so today will be fully voiced Japanese story scenes only. Could be kind of strange for people jumping into the story, but at the same time, it's all Japanese, so potentially there are little bits and pieces people might pick out and learn from. That is the hope. KitKat says, I didn't get into the JET program. A lot of people don't get into the JET program. I'm sorry to hear that though, KitKat. But I've had a lot of friends who didn't get in, and it seems often fairly random that they didn't get in. Like some of the people that I know that know the most about Japan and various other things didn't get in. So, yeah. If you didn't get in, I wouldn't worry about it at all. I mean, if you want to apply again, you could possibly get in again. And there's plenty of other programs in Japan too, and plenty of other ways to get to Japan. So there's many other options. But I'm sorry to hear that you didn't get in there. Yeah, I remember when I applied, like I had a good friend who was perfectly qualified, didn't even get an interview. It just seems random. That's what my professor at the time told me. It's just kind of random. With JET, the Japan Exchange Teaching Program in Japan. Okay, so for anyone just joining, what we do on Japanese Quest is we travel through Japanese games and we look for things to make us go. I apologize, that's a Star Trek reference, probably no one gets. Right now our power level is over 1,000. That's a Dragon Ball reference that hopefully some people get. What it measures here is how many words we found in game so far. All the words we've found so far you can see down here, tracking throughout the game. The hope is anyone just stopping by might randomly see a word and it might click with them and boom, they learn the word for heaven. That's one hope of this stream. Another hope is as a Japanese teacher to find teachable moments throughout the game to kind of teach grammar, teach vocab and everything that kind of puts those different elements of language together. KitKat says, my parents said that because I didn't even get an interview. What makes you think that you'll be able to reapply and get around the second time? Yeah, it could be, but at the same time, it certainly wouldn't hurt to try. I don't know, no precedent on that, but for example, my friend who didn't get in, he was at the same college, same Japanese class I was in. There's really no reason I got in and he didn't, in my mind. So I feel like it can be kind of random, and who knows, randomly, maybe next time you will get an interview. But yeah. Anyway, let's jump into the game, shall we? Continuing the journey where we started, Xenoblade 2. We're looking for words, we're looking for sentences, and mostly we're looking to go on this journey and hopefully find some interesting Japanese today. Alright, so again, we got this guy, Zeke. He speaks Kansai dialect, so this should be interesting. So I've been waiting for you guys. Just to warn you, there's a kitty right in front of the microphone, so it could get loud if a kitty meows. Omae wa? It's you.
Yo, Kame-chan!
Oh! Nanda.
So Kame-chan is kind of her pet name for him now. Kame, of course, means turtle. Well, you still haven't given up? Yeah, shitsukoi. So he just will not give up. He's just tenacious. So more than a turtle, he's a suppon, which I think is like a softback turtle. And let's look. We sometimes look up words as we're looking here, because that can be fun too. So supun, yeah, supun, Chinese soft-shelled turtle, and Kitty is walking over my keyboard, so let's see if we can do that. So Unboxer says, "Hey, I actually made it for once. Ah, good time to make it. It's our 1-year anniversary. It's been 1 year exactly since we started the stream here on Japanese Quest. So konbanwa, and anyone else who's here, yokoso, Japanese Quest to it. All right, and let's continue here.
今日の用向きはチートばかし違うんや。
All right, so our goal today is a little bit different. Chigao, different.
なんだよ、用って。
I just want to show you. I have the cat on a loop, but I need to show you what's happening on the cat cam. I think since the kitty knows it's been a year, the kitty's trying, like the beginning, to get on my lap. The kitty's trying really hard to get on my lap here. And I'm saying, Kitty, you remember, you were on my lap for a long time, and it messed my hip up so much. Like, for months we were streaming with the kitty on my lap, and I think because it's been a year, the kitty instinctually knows, Griffin knows, it's time to go on the journey again. He's trying to get on my lap. Unfortunately, that's what hurt my hip. We had to take a 3-month break. So Kitty, I'm sorry, but I think you won't be able to sit on my lap today. That's why I got this standing desk, so we can switch it up, sitting to standing. But it's good to see you, Kitty. You can see the kitty live here. Kawaii desu ne. And by the way, Jiggly Snake. Yokoso. Japanese Quest to it. Kitty, where are you going? I don't know where the kitty went. We can go back to the kitty loop. Kawaii ne. All right, let's continue.
ボンの実力を確かめよう。
But yeah, Jiggly Snake, welcome to Japanese Quest. Anyone out there, yokoso, Japanese Quest. Welcome to Japanese Quest. The journey continues. I am Akira Sensei, Japanese teacher in the US, and this is Japanese teaching through Japanese games. Sometimes it works, sometimes it might not work, but hopefully it's mostly fun. Frankie, Happy New Year to you as well. Akemashite, omedetou gozaimasu.
思てな。わざわざ3日もここで待っとったんや。
Eh? So let's break this down. The other thing we do in Japanese Quest, we break down language as we see it. We kind of see how words fit together. So mikka, 3 days. So mikka mo. So waza waza means like on purpose. So I purposefully have waited here. Koko means here. Koko de. De is showing the place of action. So koko de matottan. And it's kind of a weird form of matsu, to wait. So I've been waiting here for 3 days. So give me your cat's pro says, speaking of Neko, I remember watching you a year ago. Yeah, I remember you too. And I think you started our Discord, right? If you want to link that, people can check that out. Yeah, I haven't seen you for a long time though, but thanks for starting the Discord. I didn't even really know about Discord, so you made that thing for us. Thank you for that. Arigato. We have quite a few people in the Discord now.
3日もってバカじゃないの？
3 days? Are you some kind of baka? So baka, idiot. And you'll notice the end here is a very common kind of ending. So janai is normally negative ending, right? But she's not saying, like, you're not an idiot. She's saying, what, are you some kind of idiot? That's the kind of sense that she's saying. So you'll often see it in this form. Baka janai no. And then this no particle is looking for an explanation. Like, can you explain to us what kind of baka you are?
っていうか、あんたがまず実力を見せなさいよ。
ええで。
So first show us what you can do. He's okay.
思いっきし見せたるさかい構えや。
I'll show you.
なんで俺たちがここに来るって。
How did you know? Yeah, how did you know Come here.
ワイに勝てたら教えたるわい。
If you defeat me, I'll teach you. So this tada form is quite useful. It can kind of be an if, then kind of structure, often with something that happens before something else. So this is the condition. So if you defeat me, then using the tada form after the te form here, ワイに勝ってたら教えたるわい. So then I will teach you. And these are strange forms again because he speaks Kansai dialect, I believe. But I'm not that expert on Kansai dialect.
アンさんもやるかい?
Oh, you want to go too?
いや、私は遠慮しておこう。
Now stay out of this. Enryosuru is to refrain from doing something, to hold back.
なんで?
だそうや。残念やったな。炎
That's too bad. 残念. That's too bad.
の貴公子様の助けが得られんで。
So you won't get saved by the this administrator of flames or whatever her name is.
関係ないね。
Kankei nai. So kanke is a relation to something. Kankei nai. So it's no relation. So that has nothing to do with what's going on here. So it's Callus, he says, Kit Kat, did you apply to Jet? Yeah, if you look up further in the chat, Kit Kat said they did apply to Jet, but yeah, if Kit Kat's here, they can answer. Hawks Break. Ah, konnichiwa. Good to see you, Hawks Break.
人のことよか自分たちの心配したら右手に覆いは左手には大木
So she's saying, yeah, you better worry about yourself. So Migi is the right, te is hand. So on the right-hand side, you have a giant boulder. Migi te. Hidari te ni wa daiboku, giant tree. And with his history of kind of knocking over things and getting crushed by crazy stuff. And then ushiro. So behind, ushiro, gake. Gake is cliff. So we have 3 hazards. Giant rock, giant tree, the cliff. 大丈夫かな?
そして後ろは崖今日は雲海に落っこちるかもね
So you today as well, you might fall into the cloud sea.
ご忠告おきに。
Alright, so thank you for the warning.
ほな。
By the way, I remember in the game, I actually died on this guy. Embarrassingly. I don't know how he beat us at this point, but I had to redo this fight. I remember that well, because it sucked especially. This time, though, we're just watching the scenes, so we'll not
どうや
see the fight.
ワイがちょっと本気出したらこんなもんや。
So what is it? I just try a little bit, and this is what's going to happen? I'm Revolver. Sorry if I said that wrong. Yokoso. Japanese Quest. Welcome to Japanese Quest. So, honki. Let's just look that up. I'm curious about what the dictionary says about that word, because I feel like it's one of those words that there's not one word that jumps out at me. So, honki, and one word you can see. Seriousness, earnestness. So when I get serious in battle, this is what happens. And as always, we're looking for words. So if we check, we don't have this word honki. If you look here, this is our power level so far. We learned words up to 1010 in the past year. It's been a year since our first stream. Power level is now 1010. If we add a new word, that power level can go up. What about this word honki? To be serious about something? Let's check if we have that word. Let's go to the power level up screen. It's Galaxy says, I want to start playing games in Japanese, but grammar screws me over all the time. Interesting. I think often vocab is the bigger problem with people not being able to play games, just because if you don't have the vocab, there just can't be understanding. But if you have a critical mass of vocab, even if the grammar is not perfect, you can kind of like piece the meaning together. And then the grammar starts to kind of become more apparent, I find. When I first started playing games, I didn't have the vocab. That's what stopped me. Grammar was not the problem. But that's interesting. It must be different for everyone. All right, so let's see. Here's our power level so far. If we do a find here, we can see, do we have Honki yet? It's hard to remember everything now because we have so many words we've learned over the year. So Honki we do not have. So Mariam says, I'm trying to play Okami. Demo muzukashii desu yo. Yeah, that's one game I'm thinking of playing on Japanese Quest. That could be a fun one. But it does seem like it could be challenging. I wonder if it's normal or like old school type of Japanese. I haven't played that game in English or Japanese. All right, here we have Honki. And one word. Have not learned it yet. But you can kind of get a clue of it by the hon. Because hon can mean book, of course. But it also can mean like true, real. Like honmono, like a real thing. Or honto, really. Here we have honki, serious. And you have ki, which means a spirit. So like a true spirit, seriousness. Truth. Makes sense? So let's have honki here. Mariam says, please do. Very difficult vocabulary. Really? Huh. Yeah, I'll have to look into it a bit more, but I saw that it was on the Japanese Switch store. Ah, it's Galaxy. Gakko ga arimasu ne. Ja, mata ne. So it sounds like it's Galaxy as school. Gakko. Ne. See you later. So Karsten Osu is now a party member. Yokoso! Japanese Quest to it. Welcome. Let's see. So we're learning this word right now. You can see Goku is staring at the word nazo. It means mystery. He's leveling up with the power of mystery. Alfalfa Scout. Konbanwa. And let's make this power level go up today with the power of Honki. Now we can get serious. All these words that we find, we kind of gain that power as well. So we can gain the power of being earnest. Sounds like a good power. Being earnest, I think, comes in handy. There's something about certain characters in certain shows when they're really earnest. I don't know. To me, at least, it's really touching. Like one example would be Rock Lee in Naruto. There's something about how earnest and honest he was. Also, this is a silly reference to like link this person to Rock Lee is strange, but Owen Wilson, often in his movies, for example, in like the Shanghai Nights or Shanghai Noon movies, he has this earnestness, just this kind of, I don't know, like vulnerable honesty that's really endearing, I find. So honki, you might say for that, for being really earnest, serious. So now our power level goes up to 1011. いいですね。強くなった. Let's make that power level go up. And let's go to the world of Japanese Quest. This is all the words that we've gained. Let's check it out.
What does the scouter say about his power level?
So Nappa asks, what is our power level? Right now is 1011. Sen ju ichi desu ne. And all the words we've learned, you can see here. This is a world made with language. And sometimes there's other visitors. For example, you might see Rock Lee here. This is Rock Lee. I've drawn Rock Lee a few times, but it's been a while, so I don't think I remember anymore. This is Rock Lee. I'm not going to continue doing that. But anyway, you get the idea. We have words like dokutsu, cave, shiro, castle, and now we have honki, earnestness in this world of Japanese Quest, built with language. What will happen there? We will find out. Tao Rigar says, glad to catch a stream. I'm actually studying Japanese right now, so I can't listen. That's awesome. Maybe you can pick out a word in the bottom sometime and you can learn a new word. We also always often suggest people do Anki or some kind of flashcard system as they're watching. That can be cool too. If I can finish 2 pages in this children's book, then I can join. Yattane, what children's book? We always like to hear what people are consuming media-wise, so people can be inspired. So what children's book are you reading? Is it the one, by chance, that was on Amazon.com that was just linked on Reddit? Because I saw one there. Okay, here we go. Power levels now up by 1. Let's go. By the way, now that our power level is higher, we will defeat this character. That's why we gotta get stronger. With power of language. Tsuyoi mo. By the way, if you want to know the word for strong, tsuyoi. That is a word you see a lot in anime. Tsuyoi and hayai, fast is the other one. So Mary says, do you only ever stream on Tuesday now, Akira-sensei? Well, I just updated the calendar, and if you look at it, yeah, you see that live thing on Tuesday. That will be the one scheduled time. That's the one I've been doing for a while. I thought it might help if someone knows one time that for sure we'll stream every week. But if you look at the schedule below that, might be a couple things below that depending on your thing. It also says Japanese Quest also streams at other secret times. Himitsu no jikan desu ne. Himitsu, secret. So we'll stream at other secret times as well, which is to say a time that's not set, but we will stream every week, at least for the time being, at 8 o'clock Central Time. So at least once a week at that time, and then other secret times as well, probably earlier, so we can catch the people from Europe, the EU, etc. And the Alfalfa, thanks for running the word Suyo, good word. That's one word I'm positive we have on our list, but if we don't, we can check those out. He's strong, even though he's just this turtle man. Raiho no Jeek, the thundering Zeke. So she finally is showing his true form. The word here, Oji, prince. And if we don't have that word yet, that could be a good word to add to our power level as well. Because I'm pretty sure we have princess, but I don't know if we have prince. We probably do, but I'm not sure. So Oji, prince. I actually am pretty sure we got it from this game before because we met him as a prince, but if someone checks that and proves me wrong, we can add that. Oji, prince. So he's the driver of the kingdom of Rukusuria, is the first word you see there in katakana. The prince of Rukusuria. What? He's the prince? I like this last sentence because it's very simple. It's kind of fun to get these because I feel like everyone might get a little something out of something like this. Me, of course, I can understand it, but I kind of like the, what's the word? Just the feel of a short, simple, concise sentence. There's something that's nice about it. So, watashi, I, mo, also. Then un is luck. So, ungai, I'm lucky. So, I means good. So, ungai means I'm lucky. So, I'm lucky to see Zeke with his giant sword. With my eyes here, konome. My eyes, konome de. So, to be able to watch him with his giant sword. Ungai. Yeah, aitsu. Aitsu means that guy. So, Alfalfa pointed out aitsu. Aitsu. So he, she, that guy, and if you look, it's kind of slang. And yeah. You probably don't want to use that word. But you'll hear it a lot watching anime and games, that's for sure. Alright, sorry, he's freaking out, so I'm kind of... so he he likes what she had to say. Serifu here means like lines, like the lines from a movie or a play or something. And then I means good. But since he's from Kansai, he says eh. It's the Kansai way to say I. And we have Johnny Fructose. We now have our fructose needs met on Japanese Quest. That is good. Yokoso, Japanese Quest to it. We now have the power of fructose. I think that's good. Is that good? That's just like sugar, right? Sakerugumi. Konnichiwa. And nice name, by the way. That commercial series is legendary. Someone should link it in chat.
なんやリアクションそんだけかいな
So what are you saying? Sorry, I got slightly confused because I was thinking about this Sakerugumi ads. It's an ad campaign about really long gum, I think, unless I'm wrong. And I'm often wrong.
どないする
So what? So you're gonna admit your defeat? So make means defeat. And then this is an important word. Mitomeru, to acknowledge. I often see it used in kind of Japanese self-help books and messages online because people want to be acknowledged by someone. So they use this word, mitomeru. So Sakerugumi says, I managed to finish RTK on December 31st. Moving on to take him soon. Omedetou! That is no joke to finish RTK. So I will say, in fact, you're one of the first people I've seen on chat actually say they finished it. I finished it too. Certainly not for everyone, and I always say that. But for some people, this is a very useful resource for becoming literate in Japanese, because you can learn 2,000 plus kanji with the first book, and so that's what Sakerugumi did. And now moving on to grammar with Take Him. Take Him's also great. So this plan right here might inspire some people. RTK is a kanji system just for learning how to write the kanji and what they mean, not even learning the readings in Japanese, but it helps to kind of just like take that, learn it, boom, kanji's good, and then move on to learning a lot of words and learning a lot of grammar. I didn't do it right away. I don't even know if I would necessarily recommend doing it first, but omedetou, congrats. People have mentioned that in chat many times over the past year. And then Take Him as well is a great resource. Free grammar resource, probably the best free grammar textbook kind of online. Some people like it better than Genki, which is very expensive, but also good. Yeah, it's called Remembering the Kanji. There's also a good website for it that's free called Kanji Kohi.
さっさと負けを
3 languages challenge. Konnichiwa. Good to see you. You're using it as well. Yeah, I find it very useful. When I did RTK, I already knew 1,000 kanji just from flashcards and words, and I had passed N2 already, but I found it very helpful just to get the last 2,000, well, in total, 2,000 plus kanji. Just to have a system to understand them all, it helped me a lot.
認めるか
And you basically make stories for each kanji, even though now I don't remember all of my stories. When I look at kanji now, I feel like I understand them at a more instinctual, deeper level. Because I might have known some of these things before, but it gives you a grammar, a system for understanding and just befriending kanji. I used to hate kanji when I was in Japanese class in college and high school, but RTK made me love kanji. I might not even be doing this stream without it, to be honest, but who knows.
冗談かすった程度で勝ったつもりになられ
Again, I'm getting a bit distracted because we're talking about RTK, and RTK can get people hyped, especially when someone finishes it. All right, so jodan, joke. What are they joking about? So yeah, don't joke. We're not gonna admit our defeat. So kasutta. So it's just a scratch. Unicorns like a boss. Yokoso, Japanese quest to it. So we just had a scratch. We're not gonna give up like that.
でもね、
右に同じ。これからが本番です。
Yep, from now on, this is the real battle. Again, we see the word we learned earlier, honshin. We could learn another word with hon, honban. So hon again means like the true. So it's like the true battle is from now on. Like the true event starts now. So why don't we look at that? Let's go to our power-up screen. We can see Goku, which is a metaphor for all of us collectively, our power level going up in Japanese. Let's see, at least hopefully. So we looked at honki, which means serious. Now honban, again with hon. Sometimes learning words in sets of similar or related meanings can help to learn. So honban, performance. Like this is kind of the one that we're looking at in the game. Crucial moment. And as you can see, there's other meanings as well. Migi ni onaji. Yeah, migi ni onaji. That's actually not a phrase that I've seen either. Very much. So let's look at migi ni. What kind of phrases we have? Migi ni deru, to be superior to. That one I think I have seen. Migi ni onaji. Ah, yeah, this is nice. So it means like ditto, like he said. That's what I was thinking it meant. But she was also positioned on the right, so I wasn't totally sure myself. So thanks for asking, actually. Because this is not it. As you can see, it's not marked as common. It's not a phrase I've seen a lot. But like he said, same for me, ditto. Thanks for asking. Because that's useful. Let's see. So let's go back to honban, the crucial moment, or the performance. Common words you can see. Why don't we add that too? Because it's related to what we learned already. And I highly doubt we've learned it yet. In fact, why don't we look at other words starting with hon? Maybe we can get like a hon set here. Sometimes it's useful to learn words in sets. It can help get a handle on a kanji. So hon means book. And I like to think we've learned book, but let's just double check all the words involving hon that we've learned so far. So let's see, we have 9 words involving hon, as you can see there. Let's see what they are. So we have honto, truth. Not surprised we learned that. That's the first one. We have hon, book, word 446, also a good word. We have nihon, Japan. Nihongo, Japanese. Nihonjin, Japanese person. Honmono, so like genuine, real, as opposed to nisemono, which is fake. We have honya, bookstore. Honki, serious. And now we have honban. So we have 9 hons. We could probably use some more hons. Let's see what other good hons we have here that might help solidify this concept. So that's a different kanji, and normally that is moto, so let's stay that. Hon is an alternate reading of this kanji, but let's stay with hon. So we have hondana, bookshelf, could be useful. And we have seen these actually. We played one game where we had to search in hondana and things, looking for a Game Boy system. It was called, like, My Game Has Been Hidden by My Mom. We played that just one day though. So hondana, that's a possibility. Honto, I think we have already. So that's real, true. So hono, this is a good one actually. Instinct. Hono, that's common and one word. So instinct, going by instinct. Honshitsu is like the essence of something, the true nature of something, because shitsu means quality. So notice these are all true things. Hon in this case means usually true, not book. Unless you think of books as like the source of truth. Maybe that could work out for you. So honnin means the person himself, so like the true person. Honmono we learned already, the genuine article. Mono means thing, of course, so honmono, the genuine thing. honrai, originally. So we're getting a bit more rare words now. Honbu, headquarters. So honno, just a mere something or just something. What else? So honki we learned, serious. This is a good word. Honne, like your true intention. That's a nice word. You can see an N1 word, a bit more rare. But it is a really good concept that I feel like is a useful Japanese word to learn. Because you'll see people say it a lot, even on Twitter and things. So what do you think? Of all these words, should we add any more of them? Or should we keep it with... What do we have here? So we have honki, serious. We have honban, performance. And yeah, why don't we add all the ones that Alfalfa said? They all look like good words. And maybe if I can find Alfalfa's comments, can I just copy and paste them from there? Nope, that's not working for some reason. Okay, but we can look them up. Yeah, overflow, that's a good word too. Kihon, the basics, or the fundamentals. Yeah, that's an idea. We could do a word that does not start with hon as well. But yeah, I think honne could be good. So let's add a few more. What's the good order to make these words stick in someone's brain? See, like what I like to imagine, and it's probably overthinking things and overvaluing what we're doing here, but I like to imagine that, say 100 years in the future, 200 years in the future, I'm dead. Most people who've watched Japanese Quest are dead. A few are cyborgs, but maybe someone finds this stream for some reason, just because in the future they look into weird old Japanese internet shows. And if someone finds this string of 5 words, let's make it so that whoever's like this like kid 100 years from now that sees this, let's make it hammer this idea of hon into their head. So honki, serious, honban, performance. I feel like hondana should maybe be last. Let's maybe do instinct next. Hono, instinct. I think that's a strong word. And then honne, true intention. There's just something about certain words that strike you a bit deeper. That's often the kind of word we learn. We'll have to move on to more random words at some point. But these words are kind of words that cut to the heart of, I don't know, some of what it means to be human sometimes. So why did I put honki? That's wrong. I want to put honne, true intention or real intention. There we go. So we have honki, serious, honban, like the true crucial moment, hono, instinct, honne, real intention. When we add and remind everyone that this still can mean book too, like hondana, bookshelf. I'm imagining now a bookshelf that has stories about characters experiencing all these other words that came before it. Stories of people showing their true intentions, their instincts, a true like performance or crucial moment, the climax maybe of the story. And then people be getting serious. Yeah, I think that works. So our power level is now 1015. And Noros is now a party member. Yokoso, Japanese Quest to it. So let's see. Saketagumi says Google Sheets is still a thing 100 years in the future. Maybe not, but in some form, the data might be carried on. It's a, maybe a long shot, but what if Google dies off? It could die, but Japanese Quest may live on. I would think that in some form, the data would outlive me, for example. So just an idea. It's a way I kind of like framing things for myself. Once in a while, it can be fun. All right, so our power level now is what? Sentoyoku wa ikutsu desu ka? What is our power level? 8,000 以上だ! It's over 8,000. No, it's over 1,000. 1000 以上.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
So our power level is now 1015 sen 15. 強くなったね. And Carson says, how is my back? My back is good. My hip was the problem more. And my hip is a lot better, but it's still not 100%. And one of my New Year's resolutions is to get tough this year. It's the year of getting tough. So I'll be taking more breaks, doing more jumping jacks. In general, getting more exercise. And we will level up physically and mentally on Japanese Quest this year. Okay, so what else do we see? YouTube's been going down the drain for a while. Naruhodo ne. And then Alfalfa says, he said he was going to copy my comments, but he didn't copy Alfalfa. Yeah, I tried to copy him. For some reason, it didn't let me copy them. But I think I got the words properly, though, right? And Carson says, I'll work out with you in spirit. よかったね。一緒に頑張りましょ
う。よう言うた。それでこそ天の聖杯や。行くで。
So he says, I'm coming, and you. That's what I expect of the Ten no Seihai, the Holy Grail, that we'll have a true fight. Hi. Tsugi wa. So now we have another word that means truth. So, and this is the kanji for body, so it means shotai. Jiku no shotai. So the true form of Zeke we see his true identity. I thought we already got it. He's a prince, but we'll see. By the way, we're also looking for sentences today, so if you find a sentence, we may try to learn that, and someone in chat can try to write it. We can add it to our sentence chronicle during this game, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It's the chronicle of the chronicle. And if we can write it, we can add it to our list of sentences for Japanese Quest. We have 234 sentences so far. So you guys, you're not too bad. You as well. So anta, meaning anata, you. And then I was surprised. Odoroku is to be surprised. Odoroita. So I was surprised. Let's continue.
驚いたよ。まさかメレフとカグツチの他にこんなドライバーとブレイドがいるなんて。
So there's this quality of driver and blade besides Merefu, our party member that we got from this other kingdom. I would not have thought that.
まだ使うとらんやろ。天の聖杯の。
So you can't still use the full power of the Aegis, the Ten no Seihai.
光の力は悪いやつにしか使わない。
All right. So he's saying I will only use her power on Warui Yatsu. Warui bad, Yatsu kind of like a slang for people. So Warui Yatsu ni. So ni here is showing who you are using it on. And then Shika. Shika here is showing only on bad people. This actually could be a good sentence to add to our power level. So if anyone is able to write this, we can add this to our sentence chronicle down here in chat. So できれば書いてください。日本人でも誰でもできれば書いてください。So if you can write it, let's add it to our chronicle, and we can level up with the power of this sentence as well. I'll break it down a bit more. So again, we're talking about power, chikara. Whose power? Hikari no chikara. So the power of light, but her name here is Hikari. It means light. So the power of Hikari we'll only use on bad people. Waruyatsu. And then Shika here means only. So tsukawanai. So it's negative here because we're saying we will not use it unless it's on bad people. So you could think of Shika here as unless as well. Hikari no chikara wa warui yatsu ni shika tsukawanai. So it looks like Overflow wrote it. Let's check it. So Hikari no chikara wa warui yatsu ni shika tsukawanai. So that looks right. The one thing that's different, can anyone notice? It looks completely correct. But yeah, the kanji. So anyone can correct that kanji. We can copy and paste that and add it to our sentence chronicle. But that looks perfect. The cool thing about kanji, even if you don't write them, it's still correct, right? As long as you got the hiragana there. So let's just copy and paste that as is, maybe. Actually, I might do a quick break, and then I'm guessing someone might write it with the kanji there, and then I can copy and paste that version. So I'll be right back, stretch my legs, maybe do some jumping jacks, and I'll be right back. Ittekimasu. You guys can do some jumping jacks too. Remember, we're leveling up language and physical this year. They are connected. I'll be back. Tadaima. So I'm back. At this point in the stream, I'm going to use the powers of my standing desk to go up. Let's see if that works and I don't break a cord. If the stream stops now because I broke some vital cord. Hopefully that will not happen. Before we continue, I will do some jumping jacks because we're leveling up physically and with language this year. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's probably good. Yosh. So let's see here. It looks like some people wrote that. Link is now a party member. Yokoso. Japanese castaway. It's strange Link is joining us because we were Link for 60 days streaming Breath of the Wild. So it's good to know that Link from that game has now joined us. And now let's add this sentence. It looks like some people have it. Wow, a lot of people. 3 language challenges, alfalfa, single piece of cheese, rapid fire mo, minna. Dekimashita ne. Rapid fire san, konnichiwa. Single piece of cheese. Oishisou. I like cheese. Okay, let's copy and paste. It looks like all of them are correct. So let's copy and paste and see if copy and paste is going to work for us. It did. Ima nanji. Let's note the time as well. Mosugu 9 desu ne. It's almost 9 o'clock. Yosha. Let's continue the game.
はい。
By the way, for anyone wondering, you can access both our vocab list, power level. You can find that linked in the power level section. We also have, I think, in the language arts section, our Japanese sentence list also there. So here we can see this sentence. Hikari no chikara wa waru yatsu ni shika tsukawanai. So it won't use Hikari's power unless it's against bad people. So we now have 235 sentences. Yosh. So single piece of cheese says, I'm liking the stream, brother. Cat cam is clutch. Yokatta. Kawaii desu ne.
何言うてんねん。わいは善人やとでも言いたいんか。
What are you trying to say? I'm some kind of a good person?
違うのかい？
Was it different? Is that, are you not?
なかなか言うやないけ、ボン。
Well said.
さすがは天の聖杯の。
As expected of the driver of the Holy Grail, of the Aegis. So Ten no Seihai again means Holy Grail. The Aegis is how they translate it in Japanese, or in English. So Sasuga means as expected of someone, so as expected of the driver. It's a term for this game. Driver means the controller of this blade. Their relation is there's a driver and then a blade. Blade is kind of like their human type weapon. Some are animals too.
ドライバーや。
よろしいですか？
Lily Hart says, I too have back pain, so I'll take you up into the jumping jacks. Nice! I think you might be the first person ever who's joined me on the jumping jacks. Yeah, maybe I should... Yeah, now that I'm on this standing desk, for the jumping jacks, I could quick switch it to the leg cam. You can see my bookshelf of Japanese books here. And if anyone else wants to join the jumping jacks, I feel like I could do a few more. What are jumping jacks called in Japanese anyway? Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, kyu, ju. So those jumping jacks are for Lily Heart. So we can level up with language, but let's also level up this year with jumping jacks, apparently. Let's see, how many jumping jacks will we do this year? I do not know, but we will find out. Sakerigumi says, I hope you in Japanese Quest feel better. Yeah, I feel pretty good now, actually. Like zero pain in my hip. But if I sit for a long time, it will start to hurt. So I'm trying to get to the point where it just doesn't hurt anymore, period. But I'm much better than when I had to take the 3-month break because it just would hurt. Kind of almost all the time sometimes. Okay, here we go. Now we're ready. Sakuragumi says, I'm already tired from exercise a few hours ago. Nice. What kind of exercise, by the way? Maybe you can inspire more types of exercise. Jumping jack. そうですか。やっぱりね。Katakana de. So you can write jumping jack in katakana. Not sure how common jumping jacks are in Japanese, actually, or in Japan, Japanese culture. My downsword neighbor would hate me if I joined the jumping jack challenge. So desu ne. I feel like my floors in my apartment can hold up to it, but yeah, maybe if you do it, just do like jumping jacks as if you're like a wood elf from Lord of the Rings, like the Legolas soft steps. They won't even know.
様。
ああ、合格や。
So gokaku, you passed the test.
こいつやったら法王庁に入っても問題起こさんや。
Okay, so he was testing us. That's why he said gokaku, which means to pass the test. So it looks like you guys are good enough to enter the holy city, which is what Hocho is. So mondai is a problem, so it looks like you won't cause a problem there. Mondai okosanai. Maybe do squats. That reminds me of, what was that game, that role-playing game where they did squats? Was that a Final Fantasy VII? They did squats? I feel like Cloud was doing squats, or some game.
だろ
あんた一体
う。ここ
Itai, so what? Who in the world are you? Bakshi says, this is the second guy who tested the main character by straight up attacking him. Rex is way too forgiving. So desu ne. But it seems like this is the kind of world where it's okay to fight people for some reason. Maybe not exactly like our world. In our world, if you just randomly find someone on the street, attack them with a sword, and say, yeah, I was just testing you. Sorry, that last time when I killed you and you had to restart. Sorry about that. Wouldn't fly in the real world. This world, maybe?
何年かは法王朝に厄介になっとる。まあ特使みたいなもんやな。
Okay, so he's kind of like that word Tokshi. So he's talking about his relationship with this holy city. So yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. So he's like a special envoy for the holy city, making sure that we're worthy to enter.
天の聖杯が目覚めたって聞いてもうたんでな。
So I had heard that the Aegis had been awakened. For anyone just joining, she is the Aegis, the Holy Grail, this legendary weapon that could wipe out the world. So they're being a little cautious. Can't blame them. It's like he's walking around with a walking nuclear arsenal.
見定める役を買って出たっては。
Okay, so yaku means role. So I took the role of deciding whether or not you were safe.
あげや。すまん。
But I just took it on myself. I think you said katteni, which means I just took it on myself selfishly.
やったな。何度も試さ。
So sorry about that. Testing you over and over again. So do is like a time. Ichido would mean like one time. But here nandomo means again and again, many times. And then tamesu, here's the verb to test you over and over again.
してもろて。
ほんまは一回で済ませたかったんやけどな。
Even though we really did just, test you just once, but then they kept failing.
なんせうちの王子様めっちゃ運が悪て。
But yeah, this prince here, he's got bad luck. Not just normal bad luck, mecha bad luck. Mecha unga warui. So un again is luck. Warui is bad. So unga warui, bad luck. And then mecha means really, really, really bad luck.
な
ああ、なんとなくわか
Yeah, I was somehow able to understand that.
る。
何言うとんねん。あれはたまたまやろがた。
What are you saying? That was just tamatama. That was just by chance. Tamatama. It's a useful word there. Let's just type in tama just once, see what we get. Sometimes if you see a word that's longer, it can be good to just type in just a piece of it to get a sense of the root word that you're dealing with. So let's just type in tama. Let's look in a bigger screen here. So tama. So tama can mean ball. That's not the meaning we're going for here. Tama can mean like occasionally, rare. That's more the meaning we're looking for. For example, this is a good word. Tamani, occasionally, once in a while. And here we have the word that we're seeing in the game, tamatama. Usually written kind of alone, like it is in the game, just hiragana. So, by chance. can also mean casually or unexpectedly. So by chance. So I just by chance accidentally had boulders chasing me and fell off cliffs. All of that was just by chance. I'm not sure if we have these words learned yet. If anyone wants to check and finds that we don't, we can add these to our power level. But for right now, let's keep moving in the game. But tamani, occasionally, or tamatama, by chance, could both be decent words to add. All right, so back to the game.
たまたま。
やっぱ
なんでやねん。
り。なんでやねん. So that's kind of a phrase you've heard if you're familiar with Kansai Ben. That kind of means like, what the hell, or something along those lines. For example, yeah, good example sentence by Rabbit Fire, who, by the way, is a writer in Japanese. They're published online. You can find them. So tamani means occasionally. So occasionally, I study English. いいですね. So we don't have tamatama. We probably don't have tamani either. Why don't we add those? So he is, I guess, also accidentally falling off this cliff here. So let's, in his memory, since he's falling to his doom, let's level up with these words. Tamani, occasionally, once in a while. So let's copy it there to our clipboard. By the way, we're using Rikai-kun, a tool that's very useful. There's other ones as well that people use. It's a Chrome plugin called Rikai-kun. So we have tamani, occasionally. We also don't have nandomo. Yeah, I'm not surprised we don't have that. How far in the game is it? We're about halfway into the game. It's a good game. We're just looking at just the story scenes now. There's a lot of big fans of this game. Not everyone's into it, but a lot of people really like it. Tamatama. So by accident or unexpectedly. Tamatama. Let's add that as well. So tamani, tamatama. And how about for tamatama? Let's see. For tamani as well is usually in kana. Let's see. Rabbit Fire also used kana. So why don't we add both of those, but let's add them in hiragana because they're usually in kana. So we can copy and paste that. There we go. Tamani, occasionally. Tamatama, by chance or by accident. Sakuragumi has school. Oyasumi nasai. So we've powered up with the power of tamatama to make our power level go up to 1017. And thanks, Alfalfa, for the suggestion of the other word, but let's not add that one for now. But he suggests we add tamani, tamatama. Yeah, mecha and nandomo. Mecha could be one. Yeah, we can kind of add more words this year now that we have this tool from Unboxious. Mecha. This tool to make the words at the bottom much more easily. Mecha. Very. Okay, we have mecha. Yeah, we can do that. It's usually kana alone. Although this, I think, is kind of a cool kanji, so we might keep it. So because of Unboxious, we can level up more quickly because they automatically make the 5-word cards you see at the bottom. Awesome tool they created for us. The first 900 or so I made by hand, and it took me way too long. Mecha. Mendokusai. It was very troublesome. So here we have mecha. So as you can see here, it's Kansai dialect, but this one really has spread to be more common than just the Kansai region. Why don't we look at nando, since it was suggested by Alfalfa. I'm very glad too. So nando means how many times. So let's see. Nando demo. Any number of times. So when we say nando for how many times? And then nando demo for always, basically. No, that's, yeah, nando demo means often, many times over, or any number of times. I feel like it could be confusing having both, but at the same time having both might be useful. So nando just means like how many times, and nando demo means any number of times. I think that works because now we're at a clean 1020. For example, for nando, you could say like nando yarimashita ka? Like how many times did you do that thing? And then here we have nando demo. Any number of times. Okay, let's continue. Power level has gone up to 1020. Let's make that power level go up. Sa. Wonder what that power level will be after another year of Japanese Quest. We will see. If we keep going like this, who knows? Maybe more than 2,000. Ikimashou. So, ochiru, to fall. Ochita is the past form, so... Ah, he fell. Ochita.
なるほど。
So, なるほど. I see. これは確かに. He certainly did. 確かに means like certainly. It's a word you'll hear a lot. This is the kanji for it. 確かに.
これは確かに。
助けに行かなくていい。
Is it okay to not go save him? Let's break this down a bit. Tasuke, to save. And then iku, to go. And then we're putting in the negative form, so ikanakute. So is it okay to not go? I here means good. So is it okay to not go and save him? So Single says, is that lion talking thing? Oh my goddess. The lion talking thing? Yeah, it's a lion talking thing. Byakko is the name of that character in Japanese. It's some kind of a white tiger type god type quest. Or type, what did I say, quest? No, it's a blade. It's a weapon. So Unboxia says, this benefits me too. I made the tool right as I caught up with Japanese Quest Anki deck. So if Akira Sensei hadn't started adding words faster, I probably wouldn't have had content to let by my learning stagnation. Yeah, but I heard you got another list too, right? Were you using the, what is the other Anki deck you're using? Unboxes. Out of curiosity, might help other people. And how do you find it too? Do you enjoy the deck? If my cats are anything to go off, all cats might as well be blades. Well put.
そのうち自力で戻ってきはるやろうし。
Yeah, he can come back with his own strength.
先に船で行ってましょう。
Let's go ahead to the ship. Sakini. Let's go ahead. She's his blade, so she knows him best. This apparently is not the first time. Ooh, it looks like we finally made it to Arcadia. Oh, went away. Hocho. This is like kind of like the Vatican City of this world, the holy city, the holy capital. So Unboxious is answering the question about what deck they're using now. I'm going through the N4 deck. Nice. Yeah, to be honest, that's kind of what I did, and I recommend finding decks for the N levels. Starts at N5, all the way up to N1, and for me, I kind of already knew a number of words before I used the deck, so I actually started with the N3 deck, then N2, then N1, and so I used those 3 decks. I actually did a sub-selection because I picked all the words I didn't know already out of N2 and N3, and because I was going for N1. But I recommend those decks. And if you know a lot of them already, you can fill in the gaps. By the way, those decks mean Japanese language proficiency test. There's 5 levels, and you can probably search for those decks and find some type of deck. A lot of people like to make their own decks as well, so your mileage may vary. It's up to how you want to do it. I actually did both. I made my own deck at a certain point when I went beyond N1, and I made my JLPT decks as well. And of course, we also have a deck for the Japanese quest words, a chronicle of this journey, but to be honest, the N1, the N level decks might be a bit more useful because we might get some weird words from the games we're playing at times. But we're trying to keep them useful here too. I love the emotion of this Tora character. You could say he is a very earnest character. Like the word we learned earlier, honshin. Honshin de imashita ne. So kire, beautiful. And then tokoro, place. So it's a very beautiful place.
素敵ですもん。すごー。壮観ですね。
So yeah, this is a very amazing place.
無駄に威圧的っていうのよ。
So her inner voice, Hikari, is saying that's you don't have to use such flowery language or like go overboard. She said sokan. Let's check the word she said to see why Hikari would say that. I feel like it means glorious or something like that, or like magnificent. Yeah, I believe this was the word sokan. I guess magnificent Zeus, magnificent view, something in that range. And if that wasn't it, was something like that. All of a sudden, I'm realizing I might not have enough energy for Japanese Quest, so I'm going to go back and get a granola bar. So I will be right back, and Japanese Quest will continue. Unboxing says, usually your words are N1 or below. Yeah, that's what we try for. Maybe they aren't words that I would learn normally, but they're words I would have to learn eventually. Yeah, we don't learn words that are totally out and just weird. We try to learn common words. But once in a while, we'll fold in words that are kind of for fun, that are kind of like an inside joke of that stream. I'll be right back. Need Energon cubes. So I've got a protein bar, so we should be good. Let us continue. Again, this is a physical as well as a language journey, so we need strength. Protein bar. Protein in Japanese is tanpaku. Tanpaku bar. Protein bar o. Protein bar o. Tabemashou. Let's continue here. Let me put my headphones on so I can hear this holy music here. What, you're still saying that kind of thing? What did you say something? So he's wondering what she's saying because she's just talking to herself. That word you see there, nanika, is useful. Sorry about my crinkling. I'm opening this protein bar. Must gain strength to gain more words, gain more power level. So nanika ita. Did you say something? Nanika means something. Nani means what. Add a ka means something. Very useful.
いえ、なんでもない。
Ie, no. It was nothing. So ie, no. An extra e there, so ie. And then nandemonai. It's nothing.
ないです。マルベーニ聖火との謁見は明日を予定してい。
Naruhodo. So the key word here is kind of a tricky word, not a word we probably need to learn. Ekken means like the audience with the king. And the time will be, she said, asu. Can also be pronounced ashita. Tomorrow is the plan to meet with the Pope guy, Marubeni.
まずは皆様で教区内をご覧になってはいかがですか？
Okay, can you guys take you guys to a place to rest first?
アーケディアの中を？そりゃめったにない機会。
We'll stay inside Arcadia? That's a very rare chance. So metta. Metta ni nai means rare. And then kikai. Kikai means chance. So it's a chance we won't get very often. And sorry about that. Probably shouldn't talk and eat at the same time. You'll notice sometimes I won't read the front and end of a sentence. It's because often the meaning is contained in the middle. So I just read that part. Like this dayona means like, isn't it? It's not really important for the meaning. So I might not always translate that. And then soria here means like, again, like something like, that is to say, or like, by the way, that's a rare thing, isn't it? I believe if you read linguistics books, Japan is one of the most wordy languages there is, which is to say there's kind of lots of filler. So if some languages would be this long for a sentence, Japanese will be like this long. And so sometimes you don't need all this stuff. So sometimes I'll just translate the stuff that's like the meat of the sentence, if that makes sense. There's extra stuff going on sometimes. And by the way, TJ or T-Jud, yokoso, Japanese Quest. Welcome to Japanese Quest. By the way, anyone just joining, I'm a Japanese teacher. My name is Akira Sensei, Japanese teacher in the US. This is a channel for teaching Japanese through Japanese video games. We've been doing it for a year. This is the year anniversary stream, so welcome. Yokoso, Japanese Quest.
だよな。
興味あるもん。いろんなところぐるんぐるん回りたい。
かわいい。So this no pun is so cute. I had to do the mo particle. We have an emote for people that subscribe. You unlock the power of mo, the hype particle of Japanese Quest and the no pun. You'll notice he adds mo at the end of his sentence. Just a cute thing. It's not a real Japanese thing. It's for often cute characters will have some kind of fancy thing they do for that game or for that manga or whatever. Some comments. Alpha says the wordiness conveys emotion better than English. Yeah, I'm sure that it can sometimes. And then I'm Equinox says 1 year. Dozel Prince. We have a prince who's just joined us during the prince scene. We met a prince in the game too. Small world, a lot of princes. Yokoso, Japanese Quest. And are the different dialects something you just need to study separately, or will you just understand it? Honestly, some Japanese people don't know some Japanese dialects, and usually they'll just understand enough of it to know the meaning, and they'll kind of guess the meaning of parts they don't know. That's kind of what I do too. But yeah, you can study it too. Some of the more common dialects like Kansai, there's a lot of research that's been done on it. You can study it. So what is he saying? He's saying kyomi. Kyomi means interest, and he's saying kyomi aru. He has interest. He's adding mo because he's a nopon. He's excited. It's the nopon particle. Again, in Japan, don't say mo at the end of your sentences unless you want people to think you're a nopon. Don't recommend it. By the way, if you did not have interest, you'd say here, nai. Kyomi nai. I do not have interest. But he has interest, so he says, kyomi aru. Let's look around at different good places.
まるっきり観光気分だね。
So you pretty much just want to be a tourist.
まあいいではありませんか。
Was there a problem with that? So here, E, again, is the core of this sentence. E means good. So he's saying, ma, yi. So he's saying, well, don't you think that's okay? There's this kind of negative ending saying, well, don't you think that's okay? I de wa arimasen ka? It's also my first time going in there. Hajimete, first time. And then naka, inside, naka ni, hide, to enter. It's my first time going inside. It looks like you wrote it kind of weird, Alfalfa, but yeah, kyomi aru. Let's look it up here. Okay. I kind of cheated because I looked it up without putting it on screen because I didn't want to get it wrong in front of everyone, but I luckily didn't because there's an extra u in there. I'm guessing that's what you got wrong. You didn't put the u. Kyomi. So kyomi means interest in something, and for a word. And this is how you write it in kanji. It's kind of nice sometimes to look down the dictionary list. For example, fukai means deep or profound. Kyomi bukai, very interesting or of great interest, so of deep interest. Another one that's very common, kyomi shinshin, very interesting, having a lot of interest about something. Reader side, yokoso, Japanese Quest Way. Welcome. We now have another party member on this journey. How many party members do we have anyway? We're getting up there. Let me refresh. We were at about 2850 party members when the stream started. We now have 10 more party members. Not bad. We're at 2861 party members for 1 year in a Japanese quest. So all the people that have joined us in this journey at various times on this quest. Not bad. And yeah, here we see Kyomi Nai. No interest, not interested. So nai, of course, means negation. Kyomi o hiku. Hiku means to pull. So if you pull someone's interest, what does it mean? It means to attract interest. Makes sense. Now it's getting into rare words that I'm not that familiar with. So I pretty much know everything above this. This one, though, kyomizai, a taste-making agent. Have not heard that one. It's a different kyomi, so don't worry about that. Gets into weird words the further you get down. Yeah, well, of course you haven't been in there before because he used to be a giant. So it's a long story, but this guy on Rex's shoulder used to be a giant titan that Rex actually lived on, so now the tables have turned. So he says, of course, you haven't been in here before. It would cause a panic. You can see panic here in katakana. Paniku. Yeah, alfalfa, that's a good word. Paniku. Could add that. Yosh, tsugi wa. Ah, things are getting real. New vocab word. It makes sense too if you think about it. The kanji, if you don't know this word, nan means difficult, and then means like a citizen or person. What do you think might be a difficult person? Especially if you add this next word, kyampu. Difficult person camp. What do you think it means? Anyone in chat who doesn't know the word, can you put it together? Nan mean. Kanji, when you learn it, it makes it so easy to learn new words. This is an example of why. If you think about English, you have to learn a weird word like refugee. Such a weird word if you think about it. I don't know. I guess it makes sense if you think of like refuge, refugee. But to me, it's kind of a weird word. But that's what it means. A displaced person, refugee, someone who's, displaced from a war or something. Nanmin. But in Japanese, it's just the kanji for difficult, the kanji for people. So difficult or troubled. So like troubled people, refugee. Makes sense? So this word, I don't think we've learned it yet, but maybe we should, since we're talking about it. And I'm pretty sure we haven't learned it. I will check. But that might kind of go well with panic as well, which Alfalfa wrote. Let's write in panic. If someone could search if we have those, that'd be awesome. Otherwise, I'll search them in a bit. Paniku. So panic, katakana. As you can see, there's other words too. Kyofu means fear, but can mean panic. I don't want to add panic, but I'll go along with it. I do want to add it because this is a katakana word that's actually really useful. Paniku. Like, we shouldn't devalue katakana words just because they're easy to learn for English learners. In a way, we should learn them because of that. It's easy mileage, easy power level. Paniku. And you see this all the time in the news and things. Both these words, actually. Very useful for news in the modern world. So nanmin and paniku. Okay, let's search. See if we have those words yet. I'll type them in English. Panic. So panic we did not have. Good. And how about refugee? So refugee we have one, and where is it? Just at the end. So we're good. So power level is now 1022. Let's make that power level go up. Tsuyoku natta ne. Gengo de. With the power of language.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Scouter says her power level is now 1022. Thank you, Nappa, for asking. Sen Toryoku wa Sen Nijuni. Can't believe how much our power has gone up today. And these have all been fairly useful words, too. So let's find out about this Nanmin Kyampu, this refugee camp. So this is a world at war. Let's set the scene. There's war between two great nations. These are the people caught in the middle. They make a camp in this holy city that's kind of a neutral ground, kind of like Switzerland. Some good words at the bottom. Related to war, Bakudan, bomb. At the end, Hoshano, radioactivity, radioactive. Abunaisne. I see a nice comment from Redoxide, so I want to highlight that quick. I always struggle to pronounce katakana words that come from English because I think of the way it's normally pronounced in English. Yeah, I do that too, still. And I've been studying Japanese off and on for 20 years. Especially certain words, and sometimes words you don't maybe know how to say it in katakana. You'll just kind of try your best, and that can work often too, from my experience in Japan. And it can also fail. Having words like panaku is actually kind of useful, because even if I couldn't sound it out, yeah, exactly. It's very easy words to learn. It's why learning languages like Spanish is so much easier than Japanese because so many words resemble English words. According to the timelines, they say that learning Japanese or Chinese takes like 4 times more or longer to learn versus a language like Spanish for an English speaker typically. And I would not be surprised if that's the case. Just because the words are so different, especially with the writing system being completely different.
ブレイドは戦争の原因
Okay. Interesting. So they're seeing signs. These are protest signs. This is kind of, some of this kind of relates to our modern condition. Because they're talking about senso, war. And they're talking about the cause of the war. Genin. Genin here means cause. So senso no genin, the cause of the war. And they're saying, what's the cause of the war? Blades. So blades like them, they might not like them very much. So they believe blades. I guess you might say nuclear weapons or like missiles or guns in the modern world. They think it's the cause of war. So they're protesting something like that.
だって何あれ
包丁のブレード試作への反対デモやな。
Right. Okay, so they have a plan here in the Holy City. They manage blades. That's like what they do here. And this is hantai demo. So hantai means opposite, and then demo is another useful Japanese word. This one is even trickier though, because it's kind of a abbreviation for demonstration. Also a useful word that you see in the news a lot. Protest, basically. So demo can mean but also can mean demonstration, protest. See, and 3 words still common. Demo. And in this case, hantai. So a protest against something. True. Alfalfa. That is to be very fair.
ああ、難民の連中が去年くらいから盛んにやっとるや。
Alright, so there's been a lot of refugees since last year.
つや。
どっから湧いて出た
Well, where did she come from? Remember, this guy fell off the world, and now he's back.
っていうかいつの間に雲海
So when did you get back from the Cloud Sea? I always like this word they use. Unkai. So kumo by itself means cloud. Umi means sea. But here we use the onyomi, the Chinese reading. Unkai means cloud sea. And by the way, that's a word you can use in the real world as well. You can imagine a sea of clouds that you might see from an airplane. And maybe there's a mountain that almost looks like an island. So if you're an airplane here, you might say something like, "Ah, shima ni mieru. Looks like an island. Unkai wa kirei desu ne." So you'd say this is the beautiful cloud sea. So it can work in the real world too. Kind of makes islands like mountains like islands in the cloud sea. I read that on Wikipedia one time, by the way. I'm not just making that up.
ブレイド
The Japanese Wikipedia.
悪いことしたのか
What, did the blades do something bad?
もう
各国で産出されるコアの管理供給のバランスは法王朝が一手に担っている
Alright. So they manage all the core crystals. So they kind of manage these weapons.
たまに毛布やバーンのような輩も出るが
And here we see tamani. We learn that. So tamani, occasionally, really bad people emerge, like some of these people we fought before, like this evil Nopon Bana. Bana was his name in English. Ban. And Mofu. Who's Mofu? I don't remember, but anyway. Someone bad.
つまり
Okay, Anytime you see tsumari in Japanese writing, that's a good thing. Because it means, so in summary, this is the important thing. I remember when I was taking Japanese proficiency tests, whenever I see tsumari, I'm like, okay, this is going to be the answer to at least one question. So tsumari, hocho koso senso no geni. Okay, so this is the summary. So in short, the cause of the war, genin, again, cause, is this holy city itself. Koso is a useful word here. It's kind of an emphasis. Let's see what the dictionary says, because it's kind of a grammar thing. Koso, for sure, emphasizing preceding word. So this holy city especially is the one that's the true cause of the war, is what this cat is saying right now. By the way, I'm not sure if we have the word, I think we have the word senso learned already, but genin, cause, getten, eaten. If we don't have that, we could add it if anyone wants to look for that. And tsumari actually too. I'm not sure if we have that. Both very useful words. And you know what? This actually whole sentence has nice, yummy pieces to it. We have tsumari, thanks Alfalfa. Why don't we add this sentence to our chronicle as well? It's got some nice pieces. We kind of looked at it already, but we'll go in more depth. If anyone can write it in the chat, we'll add it to our power level. So, tsumari. So in summary. And then we have koso saying especially. So especially, this holy capital is the cause of the war. Because they manage all these blades. That's the subtext. That's what we talked about before. So the summary here is the cause of the war is koso saying a big is, emphasizing the holy city. This holy city, Vatican City type place in this game, is the cause of war. Imagine the scandal if you found out Vatican City is the cause of some world war. That's the reality here, he's saying. All right, so we have that. If anyone's able to write that, we can add that to our sentence chronicle. I'm going to check on that word cause. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this some hard parts of this sentence. So it's tsumari, in summary. Ho-ocho. This one could be weird because it's not a common word. Not sure if your thing will spell it properly. So ho-u-o-u-cho. Ho-ocho koso senso no genin da. So setten, so-u, getten, eaten, senso no genin. Let's look up some of those words, see if we have them. Let's see here. I'll erase some of this nonsense, but we can keep learning that word. Let's go to our words and check cause, because we've seen that a few times today. Genin, cause, and we have not learned it. Let's learn it. So koso for sure, emphasize preceding word. I feel like that's not a word we want to add necessarily because usually it's learned as more of a grammar thing. But it's a useful piece. War we should have learned already. Fairly certain. So N4 word, cause, origin, source. Genin. If you look at the kanji by themselves, gen or hara can mean meadow or the original. Yeah, that looks good, Alfalfa. Thanks so much for writing it. Tsumari, hocho koso senso no genin dato. And then you got a question mark too. Nice. So let's add this to our power level quick. Since we are here, we can power up as well. Unboxes has it as well. Tsumari, hocho koso senso no genin dato. Looks good. And yeah, I can copy and paste either of those, add it to our sentence chronicle. I think they both look accurate. Nicely done. Sentence Chronicle is growing. Let's note the time as well. Mosugu Juji desu ne. It's almost 10 o'clock. Yosh. Okay. Let's bring it back to the game. Ikimashou. By the way, I forgot to write the unlocking sound for sentences before we learned a sentence, so let me do that. People need to remind me about that. Sometimes I forget about it. It's much easier to write these sentences when you pronounce them. Otherwise, yeah, sorry about that. Here we go. This is the sound of unlocking this sentence. And this is the sound of unlocking the other sentence today. These are being unlocked in our collective subconscious. So if you imagine your inner world as some kind of big vista with trees, waterfalls, all kinds of strange things. Now it has this new idea of this explanation for the cause of this war. Let's, one more time, unlocking this sentence. Yatta. Nicely done. Let's continue.
包丁こそ戦争の原因だと。
そういう側面もある。
Kind of cool word here. So soku means like side. Men means like a face. If you imagine like a plane. This is like a men. A flat piece of something. And sokumen means like a side. So something, some side of something. So they're saying there's that side of it too. In other words, you're right. You have that's part of it. So Nightfire says, just wanted to say, omedetou gozaimasu for 1 year. Mostly on the Discord these days because it's so late in Europe. Let's have another fun year. Nice. If you look at our schedule, we'll try to stream some secret times. They will be earlier, so you can maybe join some earlier Europe times as well. So, またこれからも日本語でゲームで頑張りましょう。
ということだ。
Good to see you, Knight.
ドライバーとブレードなんて戦力の一部に過ぎないだろ。
Yeah, but drivers and blades, that's just one piece of, like, the word here is, that I'm looking for is senryoku. It's one of these moments when I know what that means in Japanese, but in English, I guess military power. If you put it together, military, that side means military, this side means power. So military might, that's only one piece of it. So Yunath says, I finally caught a stream. Yatta! Yokoso! Japanese Quest away. Welcome to Japanese Quest. Just for you, Yunath, because you caught the stream, let's have you stand for a while on our power level. When people stand on the power level, it makes their power level go up even faster. So get ready to go Super Saiyan.
せやけど、それを分かってもらうんは簡単なことと違う。
So that's true, but it's hard to easily understand that.
そうなんだ。
So this is getting a bit complex into the like complexity of war in this world. So don't get worried if it
難民。
doesn't make so much sense. Again, they're talking about the refugees here. Nanmin refugees. These are the Nanmin. Yunath, as far as I know, not a Nanmin, so I'll erase that. Gudanin or Gudajin ga oi. So oi means lots, so there's lots of Guda people. Guda people have these ears, you'll notice. These animal people. So Yunath says, how long did it take you to get to this point? I'm almost through Genki 1. You mean my Japanese? It's a long story. It's a long story. But I'd say to get... I don't know. Everyone has a different path in Japanese. But I've been studying off and on for a lot of years, so I don't think it's useful to say how long I've been studying, because it's a lot. But I'd say, for me, serious study before I could read games fairly fluently, I'd say it took around 4 to 5 years of fairly constant study. 2 of those years are probably like hardcore study for the JLPT. Which to me helped a lot. When I took the JLPT, this is what happened to me. I just learned a lot more words, and to me that seemed to help at least push my reading much faster forward. Some people have done it faster, some people slower. Everyone has a different path, so I don't like to talk too much about one good way to do it or how I did it. Because I kind of went up and down with my Japanese. I took it in junior high, then didn't take it. Took it in high school, didn't take it. Took it in college, didn't take it, didn't care. Went to Japan, got really into it. Took JLPT, really, really into it. I passed N2. That was a big deal. The second highest level of the JLPT. But then I was like, oh, that's good enough. So I maybe went a bit higher. But then I was like, I came back home, went back down. Then I thought, wait a minute, I want to get better. Went back up again. Passed N1. And now I'm probably somewhere up here. This is near where Japanese Quest began, somewhere up here. Anyway, that's the basic journey I've taken over 20-ish years, starting in junior high. Kit Kat says, you passed N1. Wow. Yeah, I did a few years ago. I did fail it, though, the first time. Passed it the second time. I recommend failing it the first time. Honestly, if I passed it, I just showed you that graph. If I had passed N1 the first time, maybe I wouldn't be here. Maybe I would have been like, oh, I'm good enough again, and I would have gone back down again. Because when I passed N2, I didn't study for 7 years. So this is 7 years right here. Because I just thought I was good enough, and it's but I decided, wait a minute, I want to read all my books in Japanese. Just kind of made this decision at one point. So the last 100 plus books that I've read have all been in Japanese. And I don't plan to read a book in English probably until I've read at least 200 Japanese books. I think I'm at 140 almost right now. By the way, the time I passed N1, I had read maybe 30 books at that time. The first time I failed it by 4 points, I had read 0 books at that time. Maybe I only had 12 when I passed. I don't know. Anyway. So they're saying these people are troublesome. We give them all this food, give them a house, and they're complaining. So Yuna says, wow, that's crazy. That's a lot of commitment. Yeah, it's because of Mario Kart. It's a long story. But I played Mario Kart one summer. I got max level at the time. VR 9999. And then I just challenged myself. Let's get to VR 9999 in Japanese. So JVR. I think VR was versus level. And so I decided if I spend all summer getting to 999 in a game, let's do it now in real life. And I've realized though, you never max out. You keep going. So it's a constant process of moving toward max level. It's not like Mario Kart. You're not going to max out. I don't know. If I ever get a book published when I write Japanese, I'll consider that 9999. So this is kind of a nice truism about people in general. He just says ningen. And notice this space kind of creates a space just saying this whole next thing, it's about humanity, people. So ningen, humans. Yoyu means get something extra. They get more than they need. Yoyu ga dekiru to. So the moment you get more than you need, the moment you have this excess, they start thinking about the things they don't have. Iran koto Kangai hajimeru. So kangai, to think, hajimeru, to start thinking. So they start thinking about things they don't have. Iranai means to not have. So Zeke's a bit more wise than he seemed early game.
うんや。
手に余るものには目を向けず、手近なものを攻撃するのは大変。
Right, the things you have close by. Yeah, it's easy to attack over. Yeah, since I don't see the first part again, I'm not totally getting the wisdom of Gramps, but he's echoing his statement.
安いからの。
何か言いたそうだ。
So it seems like you want to say something. By the way, just a disclaimer. So even though I did pass N1, even though I am a Japanese teacher licensed and I've taught high school Japanese, there's certainly stuff I don't know in Japanese. That's kind of the fun of it. There's always more to learn, more expressions, more words, even for Japanese people. It's a hard language, even for Japanese people. There's kanji they might not know. There's kanji I won't know. And that's good. So anyone who makes mistakes in chat, I'll W. I'll make mistakes in stream, and we can learn from both. Mistakes here are good. It's very good to be aware. Mistakes are necessary. They're an important part of learning a language, so please make mistakes. Mistakes are for the win. Yeah, iranai. Yeah, not need. Yeah, single piece of cheese. Yeah, I saw that too. And yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, sometimes when I am translating on the fly too, like I remember seeing that word and thinking that, but since I'm kind of going on the fly, sometimes things get a bit lost between lines. So arigato, that kind of comment can also be very helpful. Let us continue.
だな。そんなんじゃないよ。
So that is not the case, Rex is saying.
そんなんとは。
So what do you mean?
スペルビアのアルス。
So the Titans of Spedibia.
もう長くないのは誰だって。
So everyone knows they won't live that much longer. So dare means who. Dare datte pretty much means like anyone. So anyone understands that. Wakaru, to understand. And then, so nagai means long, nagakunai. So they know that this Titan, Arusu in Japanese, this Titan will not live long. So because of that, the war might be getting worse. It's a land war. The land is literally dying and sinking into the cloud sea.
だからなんだろう。グーラに駐留。
So that's why they're making a base in Gura, a different continent, different Titan.
してるのは。
我々の人口はインビディアよ。
So our population is greater than Nvidia. So she's one of the sides of the war, her country. And they have more people, and they need to find more land for their people, because I believe hers is the Titan that's dying, so they may lose their home. Imagine, we've got tensions in our world today, but imagine you've got some of the superpowers. We're strong ever, but China, you've got Japan, you've got the US, you've got the UK, you've got France. Terrible, terrible drawing. You've got Germany here. Who else is often on the stream? Let's say we got Finland up here. Who else do we have on stream? Any other countries I'm misrepresenting that I can draw badly? We've had people from Brazil. You've got Brazil. You've got Canada. What else? Mexico. Look at this amazing drawing. Anyway, so there's tension over land just the way we are, even though our land is essentially fixed. So yeah, I've got you. We got Canada. But imagine if all of a sudden they just start, ooh, this undo feature is nice. Mexico just sinks into the water. Imagine the kind of land struggle wars that would create. Imagine, we're talking about a border wall now. I think Trump is giving a speech today about a border wall. Imagine the kind of speeches and the kind of stuff that's going to happen if all of a sudden it's going to just, fall into the sea. Imagine Canada falls down. That's going to get weird. Brazil. We're losing them. We're losing countries. Oh no, US is gone. So imagine if we're down to just Japan and China, and everyone's fighting over this final titan, this final continent, and this smaller titan over here. Can you imagine the kind of battles that would happen? It actually would make a good sci-fi story, wouldn't it? But it would just be complete, utter chaos. That's what's kind of happening in this world. The world's hard enough without that. Like, maybe our countries, some of them are sinking, but much more slowly.
より多い。
だけどそれを維持するための資源は圧倒的に足り。
Okay, but the resources we have are far too few for our population. Couple keywords: shigen, resources, and then attoteki, which means like completely not enough. Tarinai, not enough. So they don't have close to enough resources to maintain. Live cat or an image. It is not an image, but it's not live either. The kitty was live earlier, but often the kitty has adventures. The kitty's on this adventure as well, but right now it's a loop. And it's often a loop. Royness says, hey, Akira sensei, and chat. Ah, konnichiwa. So Royness was here, the first ever stream 1 year ago, January 8th, and you're back now, January 8th again. I think you're the only one that's made it to both. So, yokoso. Good to see you, Royness. Let us continue. And we're still in the same game, Xenoblade 2. Let's get some hype in the chat for Royness. For some reason, my hype Nopon is not working on my laptop. Oh well. Let us continue.
その年にしては聡明だな。
サルベージャーしながらいろいろ見てきてるからね。
Yeah, I've seen a lot as a salvager.
理想だけじゃ世界が立ち行かないことぐらい。
Yeah, so I know that with just ideals, the world will not work out. So riso means ideals, and then riso dake. It won't work with just ideals. Dake means just. So Royness, the thought that counts. Arigato. Yeah, I don't know why. Recently, during these streams, the laptop hasn't connected as well. I wonder if it has something to do with the stream taking up bandwidth. I don't know. Anyway.
はい、分かってるよ。
それで楽園か。
ダメかい？
So then you think the right thing is to go to Rakuen, paradise? So she's saying, isn't that kind of an ideal as well?
いや。ただそこに関しては年相応だな。
She's saying, no, it's suitable to your age because you're young, having this kind of a ideal.
それでもさ、理想を振りかざしてがなり立ててるだけの連中よりかずっとマシだろ。
So it's still better to be realistic than just only having your ideals and talking about that.
確かに行動力。
So tashkani, certainly.
は尊敬に値するな。
So kodoryoku. So the power of action is something you should really respect, not just idealism.
ただ闇雲に突っ走ってるだけさ。
So he's saying I'm just kind of rushing forward recklessly. He still doesn't totally know where he's going or if he can get there. But our goal is to get to Rakuen. Paradise Rakuen ni ikimasu ne. So I think I will Erase that at the side. Don't worry, everyone's still there. So again, we're looking at this refugee camp because of this war that's happening in the world. Okay, I think we'll end the scenes there. The next one will be about Eiyu ga motorasu mono. So Eiyu is hero, so something brought about by a hero. Eiyu, good word. That word we use a lot in Breath of the Wild, because there are a lot of champions and heroes in that game. But it's sometimes fun at the end of stream to run around in the actual game. So right now we're in the Holy City. I don't know if we want to go there, but let's run around somewhere in the game. Where should we go? That is the question. Let's go somewhere in the game. Let's see. Continue. Oh no, are we in... It said continue in English. Why does it say it in English? Is it always in English? I don't think this game can be in English, so it should be fine. So here we are at the end of the game. I do remember how to jump. Let's see if I can remember how to teleport somewhere. Nope, that's not how. Okay, so we can look. Katakana is very useful for games like this. We have expansion paths. We're not doing that. I wonder what that is, though. Gift? Let's check. So we have lots of gifts we could open from the expansion pack. I don't know what these are. Homura no suki na mono. So something that Homura likes. Nia no suki na mono. Something that Nia likes. Zophorix, hello, new to your stream. Yokoso. Japanese Quest. Welcome to Japanese Quest. This is a channel for learning Japanese from Japanese games. I'm a Japanese teacher in the US. My name is Akira Sensei. This is 1 year since we started the stream, so welcome. We've learned a lot in the past year, but we'll keep going. So what we do in this stream, anyone starting to watch the first time, we analyze the words, kind of like Khan Academy. Writing on the screen, for example, ski means to like something. So if you say suki na mono, like this, it means something that someone likes. Because mono means a thing, ski means to like, and by the way, very good chance you already know this, but for someone watching, they might not know it. So suki na mono means something they like, and in this case, Nia no suki na mono means something that Nia likes. So what we do on Japanese Quest is we travel through Japanese games looking for words, looking for sentences, looking for teachable moments, and mostly looking to have fun too. Yosh. Let's do skip travel though. You can see it in katakana there. Skippu travel. And probably my favorite place to run around in is what? I think it's Togaroth. Which one is that? Oh no, Gura. Gura ni ikimashou. Pretty cool stream. Wanting to learn Japanese. Yeah, if you have questions about Japanese, one of the main things we do actually on Japanese Quest is help people to point them on their journey in Japanese, to maybe give them a little motivation, some hints. So if you have questions for your journey in Japanese, we've kind of pointed many people, hopefully, in the right direction. Sometimes it's helpful maybe just get an opinion of a Japanese language teacher, or possibly someone who's done this journey. I knew no Japanese when I was younger. I took Japanese in high school, but I didn't really learn anything because I didn't care, didn't want to learn it. So largely I feel like I'm self-taught. A lot of people on stream are. So questions can really help out with pointing people, not just you, but other people watching a year from now on YouTube, pointing them in the right direction. Ah, Leary-san, arigato. Korekara mo gamarimasu. We will do our best to continue this year with some new games and some new learning from games. Royna says, welcome. Akira Sensei is an awesome teacher. Arigato. So you come to the right place. Yeah, my hope is that some people coming will know nothing about Japanese. And we can kind of help point you in some direction to hopefully find a good place for where you want to be with your Japanese. The way we measure it on Japanese Quest is with power level. We find words in game, and so far we found over 1,000 words over the past year. But don't worry, we'll find easier words, trickier words. It's a good mixture. All the words we found so far you can see down here. Zophorix is now a party member. Yatta! Yokoso. Welcome. And as new people join, as new people follow, they can join us and they can join us as a party member on this journey. Here is Zophorix, and see your power level, hopefully, as we find a few new words, might go up today, or maybe some other time. But right now, we're kind of going to run around and just chill a bit. People can ask questions about Japanese. For anyone just starting in Japanese, what do you think is the best thing? A lot of people in chat have done this, so they know, they have opinions. And what do you think? Just starting in Japanese, what is the best step you might take in your first week or first month? And there's no one right way. There's a lot of different things. But it can be kind of overwhelming with so much information online. I think sometimes just talking to someone, hearing a real person say something that can work, that has worked for them or worked for other people, can sometimes be reassuring. Alfalfa says, I had a favorite word the other day, but I forgot it. Ah. I love words, so if you think of it, I'd like to know. Let's go wreck some goggles. So you heard Rex, he said Chikara, power. Good word. Let's show them our power. Alfalfa says, you were here to witness my favorite word. Oh, were we? Oboe tonight. I did not remember. Yeah, anyway, to answer my own question, the first step for Japanese is probably a good idea to learn the alphabet. It's not exactly the alphabet, it's a syllabary, it's syllables in Japanese. Hiragana, it's a good thing to learn first. 46 symbols, all the syllables, more or less, that you'll need for Japanese. So that's a good first step. If you're motivated, you can learn it in a week or even less. Royna says, I think to use technology that's available. A lot of useful apps. Yeah, it seems a lot of people use apps these days. I feel like possibly the biggest timeshare of studying these days for foreign languages might be different apps. And I think that could be a good thing, especially for a first step, to get people interested sometimes, or starting to make a foundation. So Leary says, best thing is when you overhear a conversation from tourists and understanding the conversation. Yeah, I would agree with that. Where I live, though, it doesn't happen that much, unfortunately. So Royna says, I personally used to study the app Kanji Study. Yeah, I've heard that one again and again recently. That's a really good app, so I'm going to highlight that. I think it's one of the first times I've seen it in chat, but I've seen it a lot elsewhere. Kanji Study, great app. I think it's not free anymore, but very, very good app for learning the symbols, kanji, of Japanese. So Audrey says, when I started, I was happy just by recognizing one or another word in anime or an artist post on Facebook. Yeah, that's actually within your tip, though, is a good thing to think about. If you're serious about Japanese, follow Japanese, companies and things, pages on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. You'll get exposed to a lot more Japanese that way. Like things that you like, so you'll care about it. And then every once in a while you might find words, like they're saying here, or in anime that you like, or in movies you like, whatever else, drama. I think they said asa, morning, asa da ne. Yeah, it's a really, really good app. What Royna said. From everything I've heard.
こんなやつ夕飯後でも楽勝だもん。はっはっはっ聞かない。はっもうジャンガルクローもうはっいやいつでもいけるよ。ナイスも
So anyone who hasn't seen Xenoblade, I recommend this game. It's a lot of fun. The story is quite good. The characters are quite good. I mean, the story's not anything super original, like most of these role-playing games, but the characters are pretty fun. It's a fun game overall to play. Xenoblade 1, I have to say, I might have liked a little better now that I reflect on both, with some distance between. But I still like both of them quite a bit. Anyone who's played both, Xenoblade 1, 2, and X, which ones did you like the most? So, Jaku says, I'm using Kanji Study 2. You can group by RTK lesson. Nice! We had someone earlier today that said they just finished RTK at the end of the year. So we clapped for them. And yeah, I've heard the same thing. It can be very useful for RTK. Nice. And again, great app, Kanji Study app. And also, Scar Brutal just joined. Yokozo, Japanese Quest. Scar Brutal. I'm thinking that's a badass name, Scar Brutal. Seems like the kind of guy who'd be like standing on top of one of these monsters here. So this is Scar Brutal. I could be wrong with this drawing, but I'm thinking you have a scar here somewhere. This is a scar. You've got a sword as well. So you're brutal. Anyone else who joins, who follows, you can become a party member as well. But here's our newest party member, Scar Brutal. Kakui desu ne. Tsuyosou. Let us continue. Welcome. Yokoso. Do you mean Chikara? Yeah, Chikara, that's a good word. Scar Brutal, thanks. Did you like that drawing? Hopefully I got it in the ballpark of what she might be doing in this kind of world. I'm not saying that's what you look like in real life, but in the Japanese quest world, everyone can have their own mental projection, their own look.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
This is the world of Japanese quest. Right now, our power level is 1022. Let me just double check on that. So this is all the words we've learned so far. We're actually up to 1023 because we learned one more word. Today, these are all the words we learned. Let's just review. Honki, serious. Honban, performance, or like the serious moment. Hono, instinct. Hone, real intention. Hondana, bookshelves, because hon can mean book as well. Tamani, once in a while. Tamatama, by chance. Mecha, means like a lot. Nando, how many times? Nando demo, any number of times. Nanmin, refugees. Paniku, panic. And then finally, genin, the source, the cause, the origin of Japanese quest. Was 1 year ago, by the way. So let's see, our power level then must be changed. It has gone up by 1.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Power level is now 1023. Sentoryoku wa 1023 desu ne. Kyou mo kotoshi mo tsuyoku natta. So this is the world of Japanese quest. All the words we've learned so far in Japanese quest from the past year, for example, umi, sea, yama, mountain, neko, cat. This is a world created by language, created with the community of Japanese quest. So everyone here in chat is helping to create this world as if by magic, as if by special beam cannon. This world is being beamed by different people. For example, Alfalfa wrote Maybe Shiro, castle. So we learned Shiro. There's now a castle in this world. The world built together, built with language. So we gain the powers as well as the words. It's a win-win. Single piece of cheese says neat. Yokatta ne. 一緒に日本語でレベルアップしよう. Oh no, not this guy. Level 90. Okay, I'm not going to fight this guy. We will die, but I do like risks. Let's try to get past him. できるかな?
よっと。
逃げろ。
うわ、見つかっちゃったよ。
Ah, but we came so close to dying there. You heard Rex, he said, mitsukachatta is we were found, which is not good.
どれどれ。
But I think we found some secret area behind that guy, so for the win. Dekimashita ne. So a couple comments. Akira Sensei has been reviewing scenes from Xenoblade Chronicles 2, translating them, adding new words to the list. Yep, that's right. This year for gaming, I decided to focus on RPGs. Avoid other games. Yeah, I think that's a good way to do it. And then once you do that, you'll be ready for the true test. Visual novels. That's what I like to play now when I'm off stream. Or just books. The true test. That sounds really good, Leary. For me, it did the same thing. It gave me a kind of motivation to move to a level like N2, N1. When I first started playing games, though, I was much lower in level. And that was still fun. I played FF10. I couldn't read it that well, but I just learned the words I could, saw the words I knew, and still had fun playing the game. It helped that I played it first in English. Wow, I've never been here before. This is a really high-level area. I think we will die down there. So what level are we anyway? Zettai shinu. Level 69, we will definitely die. Unbox says, I want to play... What is that? Hateful Boyfriend? Eh? Omoshirosou. Sounds interesting. Never heard of it. You won't die? With my skills, since I haven't played this for like a year, I'll probably die.
何が出るかなと。
私の知識によると
Hateful... What kind of word is that? What? A game where you date birds. Really? Speaking of a game where you date birds, I just got this game where you date cats. Kuri Sensei, another sensei here, wanted this for a Christmas present, so we got this game. It's about dudes who date the main girl who's a cat. It's called, what is it, Nyampu? I don't know. It's in English and Japanese. It's actually, we haven't played it much. We played it just on Christmas Eve, but it was a really, really fun game, actually. It's just funny. You're this cat and you date dudes. It's kind of awesome. Since you're talking about dating sims, let me just show it to you really quick for fun. Tell me if we should stream it someday. Where was I with that? I think I was under Sensei. So this will be very brief, and then I'll probably end stream, because we're toward the end of stream anyway. But since you're talking about dating sims, I gotta show you this cat dating sim really quick. It's the one dating sim I've ever even tried.
お疲れ様。ちゃんと休憩を取るんだよ。
And it's not even really one that I would normally get, I guess, because I'm not the market for it. But anyway, so where were we? So you gotta like pick the dude for each story. I think the one I picked before was this dude. So let's just do that. Whoa, Unboxious has summoned a dragon! Suge! We got a dragon! Is it fully voiced? Yeah, this game's friggin' awesome. If you like this kind of game, I probably wouldn't get it myself. Hajimemasu to start the game. Yoroshi desu ka? I would maybe change our game title, but I don't think this game's... I don't even know if this game's on Twitch. Probably is. So let's just say hi. Royness. Oh no, Unboxious got the dragon. Bringing the dragon hype. Suge! Zofrix also summoned a dragon. Okay, so... I'm gonna turn down the volume a bit because this game's a bit louder. But she's freaking out because she just got turned into a cat. The prologue tells how that went down. So you're in this... Whoa! Single piece of cheese is also summoned a dragon. What? We're getting dragons summoned into this game that we're not even supposed to be playing. Suge. So I'm not going to read this whole thing right now because I just wanted to give you an idea of the game. But basically these novelized games are awesome because you get all this Japanese. Like Koen Park, you're in this park. Let's keep going. I'm going to kind of skip through all this fast. So you got Noroi, a curse. Black Cat turned us into it. Oh, and yes, this is the nature of the curse. Skina hito. You need to find a person that you like. Skina hito means the person that you love. And then she must kiss them to turn back to a human. And she's only a cat, I think, at night, I believe. My headphones are really loud, so let me turn this down a little bit. Hopefully you can still hear here. Okay. Short visual novels? Actually, I do. I don't know if it's short, but this is my favorite visual novel I've ever played. Right here. It's called Raging Loop. The really cool thing that I can say to you, it has a really long demo that's free on the Japanese store. It's voiced. Ooh. Aldry has also summoned a dragon. Suge. And Raging Loop is an awesome game. I didn't think it'd be awesome because I hate scary games and I thought it'd be like horror, but it's actually awesome. It's got like time loops. It's got people turning into wolves. It's got like a... If you ever played Mafia, this game where like you hang people every night, it's confusing, but that's involved. But they're like wolves, not Mafia. Anyway, it's an awesome, awesome game. I should probably be showing you that, but since we talked about dating sims, this is not a dating sim. Just like really, really good mystery, sci-fi, thriller type game. It's called Raging Loop. Loop meaning loop. Ragingu meaning loop, raging. So you're like raging in this loop. It's a survival game. It's friggin' awesome. And it's free for the demo. If you like the demo, buy the game. It's pretty cheap. I liked it so much, I got this game too by the same makers. This game I don't like as much, but this game's freaking awesome, in my opinion. Also Tetris demo, very, very good. So where were we? So again, I want to hurry through this till we like see the cat part. So someone finds us and they're saying, Mayoi means to get lost. Mayoi neko. So you're a lost cat. It's an old lady found us. Yeah, don't worry about subbing. It's completely optional. The good thing, if people have Amazon Prime, you can sub for free. That's the best thing about Amazon Prime. You can summon dragons, I like to think. So you're a Neko. I think we can like skip forward, can't we? Let's see if I press Z. Wait a second. Let's go back. Wait, what? I'm messing up the voices. I'm just wondering if I can like skip ahead somehow. Anyway, you get the idea. It's hard learning buttons for a new game when you like don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna go fast because I kind of want to get to the good part. So basically, they take us to this police box that this dude, who we know in real life, we can make a choice between these three choices. We're a cat. What's our choice? We can run away. Nigeru means to run away. We can Jokyo kakunin, just confirm what's going on. Or dareka ga tasukete kureru, or someone can save us. Well, obviously we want to go with the most romantic option, so let's have someone save us. The third one. Yeah, it's not Xenoblade, sorry. People talked us into trying a different game briefly at the end of the stream here. So, someone will save us. Let's see what happens. Yeah, this is like the DLC of Xenoblade, but it's like the secret DLC. After you get all the other DLC, it's the DLC within the DLC within the DLC. Like once you get to like the center of the world tree, there's a weird cat universe. That's where we are. Okay, Dameo, so someone will come. This is a third alter ego of Pyra. She's got Pyra, she's got Hikari, and she's got this weird cat girl. So it could be a Chansu, and so who do we have? Here we go. So thank you for your hard work. And so now she's getting weirded out because she knows this guy from real life because she works at a flower shop, of course. And this dude comes to the flower shop, so she knows him because one time he saved her from like a groper or something on a subway with a drunk dude. So they have that history. And since then, he came to visit her in the flower shop. But now she is a cat. So right now it's just a lost cat. Let's keep going a bit. So he's gonna take care of the cat. I want to get to the part where he like starts taking care of us though, because that part seems a bit better. So he'll take care of us, which is awesome. Serious LOL, Yokoso! Japanese customer, you've kind of joined us in a kind of weird game. But he's saying, so you live alone, don't you? Can you really live with a cat? Are you okay? So he's saying, yes, I will take care of this cat until an owner is found. So he's saying, Mr. Kruges, this is teaching me. We've had how many dragons summoned during this game? 5 or something? Maybe we should play this on stream, is what I'm kind of being taught here. This is a good game. It is voiced, but we haven't yet played a full novelized game because I feel like it's a lot of language to absorb. Unboxious. Is there a difference in pronunciation? Yeah, there would be. Unboxious. Genin and Genin. So it'd be a bit different there. So let's go to his house. He's going to take care of us. So we're finally now in his apartment. Just talking about the room. We got a desk, a table, pretty spare apartment. And he's saying, is it really that rare? So he takes something, this bag from the konbini. Remember, we are a cat. Ah! So now we see what did he do for us in our cat form? He brought milk. Paku no gyunyu. So he's got the milk. But what do we do with it? I'm not going to read it all right now because we're kind of just looking through. So Japanese Quest, check out 4 to hear some native pronunciation. Yeah! That's actually a very good place to check out native pronunciation. No, that's fine. It's a great site. It's good to mention it. I use it as well for certain words. So he put the milk in a mug. Alright, so wait a bit.
ちゃんと連れて帰ってやるからな。
Alright, so when my job ends, I'll come back.
家に帰ればもう少しマシなものもあるんだが、今は晩飯に買っていた牛乳くらいしかなくてな。
So I've got nothing but milk right now, but later when I come back, I'll bring something better. Savage. I'm doing well, good to see you. How are you doing? Genki kai. She's saying, what? For me? Going to all that work for me? Keep in mind she is a cat. And this is her cat form, of course saying, Nya. Another reason we have this game is because the kitty is a big fan of this game. Griffin is a big fan of this game. So she tried to say thank you, but all that came was a meow. Mr. Krug says, can't hang around tonight, but thanks for everything you do in this channel. Yatta. これからも一緒に勉強しましょう. We can study from today. Another year on Japanese Quest. We'll see where we go next. We'll hopefully play other games like this game. So you end up actually dating him in your cat form? I have no idea. I haven't played the game very much. I've only gotten like a few lines further than this in the game when we played. Because the prologue took a while too. So I cannot properly thank him with my cat language, but...
礼には及ばない。俺が勝手にしたことだ。
So he's saying, no need to thank me, because he knows that we thanked him with this meow. I just did it selfishly. 勝手にした. So it seems that my true feeling did pass to him with the way he replied to us there.
しかし、お前は逃げないんだな。
But don't run away. So he stared at me. See, it's getting a bit romantic now. He's staring at us. He doesn't know we're a human, of course, but for her, he's staring at us. Very exciting.
触ってもいいだろう。
Okay, now you guys see where this game's going. So we're a cat, but we're also a human girl in the game, right? Sawaru means to touch. And then I means, is it okay? Okay, so sawatte mo indarou ka? Is it okay if I touch you? Of course, it completely makes sense because we're a cat, but she takes it as a human. That's the genius of this game. Mixing these contexts to make some fun Japanese, not Japanese, but you get the idea. Eh? What? You want to touch me? So she, without thinking, kind of put her head to the side in surprise, and he kind of was taken aback.
すまない。嫌ならいいんだ。ただ良ければ撫でさせてもらえないかと思って。
So he's saying, sorry, if you don't want it, I won't pet you, but if you want me to pet you, that might be okay. So his request was surprising. Really though, we're a cat. But it is something he's asking, and we do want to thank him. So we said, Nya.
どうした？
So what? Nya. So I came closer to Fuji. Was it Fuji? Fujimoto, I believe his name is Fujimoto-san.
もしかして撫でさせてくれるのか？
What could it be? You're letting me pet you? Nya. I think that means yes in cat language. So I answered as if to say yes with my purr, and he looked surprised. Yeah, Kurufu, you may have a point there.
本当に撫でてもいいのか？
Is it really okay if I pet you? Yeah. So for some reason, he's kind of nervous. You see this word, kincho. So he's nervous for some reason. Watashi mare kincho shite shimau. So watashi mare. So they're both nervous. Why are they nervous? It's just a cat petting someone, right? But for some reason. My pawn. Konnichiwa. Yokoso. Japanese Quest. Welcome to Japanese Quest. We're playing a weird game that's not properly labeled, but just for fun a little bit. Some people in chat were talking about dating sims, so I got this weird one over Christmas. It's a cat dating sim. In that case, I will gladly pet you. So he pets the cat's head. He pets her head. His hand seemed nervous and was slightly shaking. You see kind of this like romantic kind of subtext that goes into it. Yeah, the good thing about this game, it's in English, also Japanese, so you could switch between the two, I believe. But you might have to switch at the beginning of the story, I'm not sure. But Furueru, to shake, his hand is shaking as he pets us, kind of nervous. Why is he nervous? I don't know. Does he know we're human? Maybe he does, at some level. So we rushed through this part, but he's saying, I'm sorry I bumped into you later. Are you injured? Are you okay? Yeah. What's that mean? I don't know. If you're not hurt, then good. Kega, injury. So what do you think? Should we play this game on Japanese Quest ever? Do you think it'd be worth playing? I kind of didn't think we would in the near term, but if people dig it, I'd be open to it. I just know if it'd be like too much language to absorb. I suppose Xenoblade scenes are as well. This one has reading that's not voiced as well too for the narration. So my pawn seat people likes it, unboxed, I'm fine either way. I kind of feel like a lot of people are fine either way. They don't seem to care that much what we stream for a lot of our viewers. And I kind of feel somewhat the same way. Like this game seems fairly good, so I'd be fine with it. Cool. So yeah, maybe we could play it someday if people seem into it. Kind of curious to know what's on my shortlist. I'd say my shortlist would be Kingdom Hearts 3, Pokemon, the new Pokemon game, games like that, Final Fantasy VII, some older games like Final Fantasy VII, Dragon Quest, old games maybe, stuff like that. But possibly also a game like this or Raging Loop for a visual novel, honestly. I've thought about that too. Anyway, I think you get the idea. We can leave this game now. But you get the basic idea. Let's go back to Xenoblade 2. We're supposed to be playing Xenoblade 2. Let's end this in Xenoblade 2. Final Fantasy VII would be awesome. Yeah, I do want to do it. The old game or the new one when it comes out. When is the new one coming out? If it comes out soon, that one could be good. Anyway, you get the idea with that game. It just seems like kind of a fun game. My pawn says I reached a big milestone with my Japanese today. Complete the skill tree on Duolingo. Nice! Omedetou. Congratulations. So let's turn the volume back up again for this game. I think we want to go up a bit. And we were in Gura. Why don't we end there? Gura. Gura wa doko desu ka? ここですね。はい。行きましょう。 Yosh. Yeah, I haven't played that cat game much, but I might check out more of it someday. I'm playing a different visual novel currently. It's the kind of other one by the people who made Raging Loop. I kind of got sidetracked by the holidays when I was pretty deep into it. Plus reading books. And now I'm reading the manga for One Piece too. I figured I've never read manga in Japanese. I should read at least one. Konnichiwa. Kure no kawashita hannin wa anta ka? Ah, so you are the criminal that broke that crane? Some quest. Iemo. So, we're not, he said. Soka, chigau ka. Ah, so you're not. Utagatte sumane. I actually think we are, though. I think we're lying. Yeah, it's got tons of chapters. Yeah, I've read now the first 3 volumes. I'm in volume 4 of One Piece now. By the way, the first 5 volumes of One Piece are free right now, if you want to read them online. Various Japanese manga sites. You can find those. Don't need to read all about this quest. So we're about to end stream here. Want to run away a bit. This is an in-depth quest we've got here. Kara Cakes. Yokoso. Japanese Quest. Welcome to Japanese Quest. I'm hoping now that you're a party member that we have access to cakes on Japanese Quest. That would be good. Let's hope for that. Active Quest? No, we don't like Active Quest. I don't even know what that means anymore. It's been a while since we played this game. I think it's time to end stream on a high note, destroy a bonnet. Bonnet to 戦いましょう。もう一回。
よっと。どれどれ。
こんにちは。ボネットさん。元気？ We will show you our power. That's what Rex said there. Our chikara. Oretachi no chikara. Okay, well now that we showed our power, both with some language today and in the game, I think we'll end the stream there for today. So I will say, ja, matane. We'll stream next week at the same time, 8 o'clock Central Time. On Tuesday, we may have secret streams at other times. You can see that on our schedule now. We're streaming every day, every week Tuesday, but other times as well. We'll have secret streams at various times that EU can maybe watch. So we'll end the stream here today. Ja! Otsukaresama deshita. Kyou wa tanoshikatta. Real quick, I'm going to open up. My laptop's still not working, so I'll open up Twitch on my streaming computer here and see if I can't host someone. Who should we host is the question. Who shall we host today? Japanese Restream's a pretty good one. It's a bigger channel, but let's host them anyway. Whoa, no! Why? Naze? Shinda. Shinjirarenai. Right as I'm hosting someone, trying to host someone, we are destroyed by Territorial Rockbart or whatever his name is. Zannen desu ne. Also a good way to end stream though. Okay, let's see if I can't. /host. Need to do that in our own chat though. So we will host Japanese Restream. We will end on a high note like Royness there says. High or low, whichever way you take it. I'll take it to the high. It's /host, right? /host space the streamer, I think. I'll try it and see if it works. Ja! Mata ne, kyou wa tanoshikatta. So it's been a good year. Let's have another year here on Japanese Quest. 今年もよろしくお願いします。じゃあ、またね。